Major issue for people who are homeless in our area too, especially as some get ready to move for a second time since the city's hotel program ended 1 week ago today. Now, many settled into Penn Valley Park Sunday after being moved by the city Public Works Department. Now, Parks and Rec is saying they'll have to move on again. KCTV5's Abby Dodge joins us now from Penn Valley Park. So what will tomorrow's sweep look like, Abby?
Well, Brad, the Parks Department tells us that there will be a police presence out here. Parks employees will also be out here to hopefully connect the remaining people living out here with city services and also to pick up after whatever's left behind. But for people living out here seeking some sort of stability, they still haven't found it.
It physically and mentally is exhausting. And the only way out is for us to start the foundation with somewhere to stay, somewhere to put our heads at night, and then build that trust.
Amanda Davies says she's lost a lot of trust in the city. She says it's not keeping promises made to people experiencing homelessness.
If people don't want the people to be out here and homeless, then give them somewhere to go. You know, you can't keep fighting something and not come up with a solution for it.
We reached out to the city to find out their role in this shuffle. They sent us a statement which says in part, quote, "The goal is to get everyone connected with services and options for more permanent housing. There are multiple social service agencies that can help, and beds are available in local shelters, and we're asking people to go to those places instead of the public right-of-way." It goes on to say, quote, "The city council currently has 3 pieces of legislation before it, and city staff stands ready to take action to implement whatever programs are approved by council." Those pieces of legislation were pushed back again this week.
But the problem is it's going to take such a long time. They need help now.
With the heat picking up in the city.
Well, I could tell you there's been several days actually in the morning where I've woken up where it feels like my brain itself is actually cooking, literally, like the sun's hitting my head.
Jesse English says they need a place to cool off and clean up.
For anybody to think that we are lesser people or that we don't deserve to have a roof over our heads or the promises kept, they are a damn fool.
Now, just to reiterate, police will be out here tomorrow as well as the Parks Department employees. This afternoon, most of the people who were living out here took their things, put them all together, and did find somewhere else to stay for at least tonight. They did get a warning this time, but that's not always the case. Live in Kansas City, Abby Dodge, KCTV5 News.
Abby, thank you. And just in the last hour, KCTV5 has learned that in a surprise move, Kansas City has pushed forward with $2.5 million in funding to increase beds and services at shelters. Now, with today's approval, private groups will also be allowed to contract with the city to help the homeless.